So I'm back with the Daytona 660. I'm here in Albuquerque at LabWorks Performance. My good buddy Anthony, who is a tuning guru, has helped me out with a bunch of different bikes. I brought him the Daytona 660 to finally get a tune in this thing and finally be able to ride it. I know you've seen the videos, and I've been talking tune this, tune that, and for the last couple of months, all I've done is just kind of spend time trying to find an option to tune these things. There's not anything that I know of out there to tune it unless you go like full standalone, new ECU, new engine management, all that stuff. But it starts getting really expensive. So I wanted to try to find like an option for the everyday rider, that wants to just put an exhaust, maybe an air filter on their bikes. So I reached out to BT Moto, and they kind of ran with the idea. They built the very first kind of prototype handheld tuner, and they sent it to me to kind of test and go over everything with. So I came over here to LabWorks, and the idea is that today we're going to strap the Daytona 660 onto the dyno. We're going to try to get an idea of kind of what it's doing, see what the AFR is, see what numbers it puts down without beating on it. I haven't been able to ride this thing because I'm so afraid to beat on it, just because I feel that the ride-by-wire is a little bit lost, being that I have a full SC Project exhaust on it. It's kind of stumbling in some places. You could just tell that it's not running like it should. So I'm finally excited to be able to get a tune in this thing and hopefully figure out an option to be able to start modifying these things, because not too long ago I got to ride a prototype race bike, which is like a British race bike, which is based off the 660 platform, and I got to kind of feel what these motors are capable of, and it's insane. These things make really, really good power. So hopefully with all these tuning options and a few kind of performance mods, we'll be able to extract some of that power and really wake this bike up. Just because it's dumbed down a lot for emissions, just like all bikes nowadays. But yeah, the idea is to kind of get this on the dyno today, get a baseline. From there, we'll do the mods, do the tune. But I'm excited because I finally get to ride this damn thing. So we're getting this thing ready to hook up to the dyno to kind of get a baseline number. Anthony here is, what are you doing there, buddy?
So what we're doing is we're trying to get a signal wire from coil number 1, so that way we can get RPM signal on the dyno. So we've basically determined that coil number 1 wire colors are brown and pink and green and red. Now we don't have a schematic to this bike, that it being so new and that's kind of dealer only stuff, so we've got to kind of do our own searching and fishing for the right stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for either that green and red wire, which haven't found yet, but we found the brown and pink. So there's a couple of wires over here that I'm very interested in, which we'll try out and see if we can get signal from, these two here. And on this last harness bunch, I think there's a green and red one in here, so I'm looking for that one. All right guys, so we're here on the dyno. We've got everything hooked up. We're gonna see what a baseline is and what it puts out stock, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's see if we get signal here. We're gonna go ahead and get this bike started. We got signal. We got RPM signal. It's not dropping off, so we're good to go. We're ready to make dyno runs.
So we just got done doing 4 different pulls on it, and it was super consistent all along, all 4 pulls. Like there wasn't much variation. And I think when I was looking online, I was trying to kind of find, see if anybody pulled numbers on these things in stock form. And I think I was seeing like 89 horsepower at the wheel. And that was at sea level. That was at low elevation. I'm here in Albuquerque. I'm at high elevation. I'm almost 6,000 feet here. And anybody that's ridden at high elevation, you know that there's no compensating for air density. Like, you just lose power. You lose power. So I was hoping to see somewhere in like the 84 to 85, somewhere in there, just because they claim 95 at the crank, right? So you're going to lose a lot of power when you're talking about true wheel horsepower. And we were able to get 93 horsepower out of this thing with 47 foot-pounds of torque at this elevation. So she's running good. She's running strong. Of course, this does have a full SC Project exhaust on it, but no tune, still no filter, no velocity stacks, nothing like that. That was just a baseline with an exhaust. AFR looked pretty stable throughout the whole thing too, but I was super surprised at the numbers. Like I said, I've ridden the race bike version of this bike, and these things make crazy power. Like, you can make a lot of power out of the 660. You just lose a lot of it through emissions and homologation. So it's good to be able to open this bike up because I want to ride it hard. And you know, my biggest thing was trying to turn this into like a little rocket ship, because it's little, it feels light, it feels good. I just wanted more power, and it looks like we're on the way to that. So again, this was just kind of the first go. Next step would be air filter, velocity stacks, and third step will be adding the tune to the whole thing. And we're gonna break down numbers all along the way. So I'm hoping for good numbers at the end of all this. But stoked, super stoked I get to ride this thing soon, and she's running healthy.